Welcome back, everybody, to Hof Bergmann for Farming Simulator 25. We're going to get started in the winery today. I was just down here at the shop buying some stuff up, and right before the intro ran, I was saying I was going to buy this pallet jack. We're going to make use of this pallet jack down at the winery. We've picked that up. We're also going to need to pick up some barrels. We're going to pick up a couple sets of these wine barrels. And while we're at it, let's pick up, let's say a half dozen of these things. Oh, I'm out of space. Okay, fine. Let's heave this up on our flatbed trailer. How about we get some strength? Then we'll heave it up on our flatbed trailer. Put this over your front. And we'll heave these barrels up. Put them toward the back. I think tomorrow I've got a video dropping on the gardens here on the map. Put that there. How many did I get? 1, 2, 5. A short one. Gotta pick up one more. One, 2, 3. It'll be cool if he brings back the enhanced horses from the end of Farm Sim 22 for sure. Right now, that is not the case. We've got standard horses. What's up, Mark? Now, you may see a pinned comment in chat, also in the description. We're giving away a copy of Farming Simulator 25's Collector's Edition. That is for PC. Of course, anybody could get it if you are just a collector of farming sim stuff, but it does include a PC version of the game, digital download, MacDom pack, the golden CR11, the USB ignition switch, a nice keychain you can use for real keys or for the ignition switch, stickers, posters. It is limited to US residents, so sorry about that, international folks. But it's in conjunction with Reverb Communications, a marketing partner with Giants Software here in the United States. So that giveaway will be running until midnight Friday. Alright, let's strap all that jazz down. Let's also get a legal rear deck. Let's take this up to the winery. We'll have to come back and get the other load. So if you are in the US and you would like a collector's edition that includes the collector's edition box, a DVD, 2-disc DVD copy of Farming Simulator 25, as well as a digital download code for Farm Sim 25 and a digital download code for the MacDom pack, the 16-bit version of the game that was shown off recently, modding tutorials, stickers, digital download for the CR11 Gold Edition, 3 posters, which include the PDAs for the 3 base maps, the Farm Sim keychain, the USB ignition lock, which is a fun little thing where you can turn your tractors on and off from a USB accessory. Go ahead and put your name and email in the Gleam giveaway. We'll be doing the drawing midnight, Tukey. Midnight Friday. I'll be emailing the winner, asking for your mailing address. I'll send that mailing address off to my marketing contact, and they'll ship that out to you next week. Good morning, David. How are you enjoying your collector's edition? All right, we are doing this. Let's open our doors. Proper weight. I love the golden harvester, eh? Dude, what are you doing? I had the right of way. You're merging onto my road. And then you'll probably have the audacity to pass me. Dino, what's up? What's up, sir? Here in a week and 2 days, we're going to be shipping out to PAX East. Don't know if anybody caught the State of the Farm stream earlier today. It was on Twitch and YouTube. That Kermit and Benny, the community managers for Giant Software, did. Kermit mentioned going up to PAX East. I'll be there, as well as Farmer Cop and DJ Goham. I don't know if there's going to be anybody else there or not, but I know those three were definitely confirmed. It's always a great time up at PAX, meeting everybody that is a fan of the game and, well, introducing new fans of the game. I'm hoping to do that fight in my single player with Hof Bergmann coming out. I've spent every free moment the last week and a half in familiarizing myself and recording content. I finished all that today, so I can say I'm now an expert in fishing, the lime mine, the gardens, the winery, pretty much everything there is to know. Hopefully on this map I know at this point. Well, you'll be as learned by the end of this week. Well, I learned some really cool things with that winery video. I don't think we're going to get to all of that this live stream or Wednesday, but we'll try. What's up, Mark? I didn't see you pop in there. But I definitely answered a few questions I had. And I have to say, it's a pretty cool concept. I should have bought another friggin' pallet jack. That's alright, we'll get another couple later on. I think really you need like 3 or 4 pallet jacks up here. Drop that. Pick this up. All right, let's take this thing up there. Learn a bit about the fish, how to get rid of the dirty water. Not quite the way I thought it was, but hey, we'll get her going. Oh, such a steep hill. Come on, you can make it. Oh, you did it. Drop in here. Oh, there's definitely profit in these grapes. There's definitely profit on these grapes. Because if we take a look, looky, looky, looky. So one grape makes 95% of clean grapes, so we lose 5% there. Not that big of a deal. Then we process them to ferments. We lose then 20% into grape juice. And then we convert it to wine. And then we bottle our wine 1-to-1. So we've lost 5% and 20% of the 95%. I don't know. Do the math there. But at any rate, how much can we sell the wine for? Per 1,000 liters, 7,400 bucks. High price is 7,500 bucks. Wine crates, 7,600 bucks. Bulk wine, cheap, 30,000. Nobody wants that. Grape juice, 6,200 bucks. Bulk grape juice, 5,400 bucks. Regular grapes, $1,500. Who wants that? I said I like this harvester because there we go. We just line it up, run down the middle. Now these grapes are completely bland. We've not fertilized them at all. This is far easier than the there's the leveling going on, right? Since you can see it, it's far easier than the New Holland one. It's also a very long process in making our wine, as it is in real life, because we have to age our grape juice. We have to age our wine. They're all easily harvestable. Easy peasy. And Langer, since you didn't have to plant these grapes, place them, yeah, the biggest expense in grapes is already done. Of course, these grape rows are not super uniform. This is why I really need to be in this view. The best way of keeping them straight when you place them would be to, in my opinion, go into wireframe mode, F4, and then line them up by the grid on the map. And once you get your first one straight, then the rest will just fall in line. We'll come back and get this row we're leaving. Thank you, Dale. It's my pleasure in putting them together. I think Hof Bergmann is a rather special map. I don't think you have like grid snapping with placing grapes and olives. Maybe they added that back, or maybe they added that in. What's up, Goober Cooper? Funny little name. And speaking of funny little names, this video is brought to you by Quantum and Professor of Logic. Thank you for being farm barons. So if we get, I don't know, 6,000 liters of grapes out of this, if we lose 25%, so if we have 75% of 6,000, let's say that's 5,500. So we take 5,500 times $7,000, or 5.5 times $7,000. That's quite a nice little return on our investment for year one. especially if you just lease the harvester. Ditch it after you're done harvesting. Of course, if we had fertilized this, if we'd have done the other steps, then we would get a greater return here as well. I would say do you see it listed? Do you see your server listed? Do you know if the server's been updated to 1.7? 1.71, 2, whatever we're at? Some hosts will auto-update servers, other hosts will not, and will require you to either request the update or click to do the update. Yeah, the map. Yeah, but the server needs to be updated to 1.7 also. The map didn't get an update. But if you don't see your server, then you're running a different version of Farm Sim than the server's running. And you'll need to update that to the same release of Farm Sim. If you can see the game, then that means you're running the same version of Farm Sim at least. And then at that point, I would check through the server logs and the game log and see what might be the issue. It could be a mod conflict with something that didn't like the 1.7 update. There we go. So one thing to do would be to try to load the game, load your mod pack in single player and see if it runs after you download the save game locally. And if you have it loading in single player, then it should load up in multiplayer. There, we'll get the line back up. Yeah, sadly it won't be on PlayStation 5 due to multiple reasons. Like the butchery. Possibly even the winery. I really just need to drive it this way. Keep things lined up better. Good evening, Scooter. How's it going? How's spring progressing for everybody? I think we're toward the end of the pollen season. I am coming to the Chicago area in early September to the Sim Gaming Expo, the inaugural year of the Sim Gaming Expo. I believe it's September 5th through 7th. I've got my pass, I've got hotel reservation. We are basically there. Well, I'd very much love to be able to meet up with you one evening if you don't make it out to the Gaming Expo itself. We get the URL for that. It is 5th through 7th. So there's the information about the Sim Gaming Expo. September 5th through 7th in a, I guess, a suburb of Chicago or just outside of Chicago. As of Friday, they still had rooms available at the convention center. If you're into sim gaming, be that racing sim, driving sim, truck sim, flight sim, train sim, farm sim, I guess any career type sim, then it should be represented there at the Sim Gaming Expo, including vendors of sim products like racing wheels, flight sticks, train control stuff, Come for one day, come for more than one day. But yeah, love to meet up with you guys if you can make it out. Try to arrange an evening dinner or lunch at a minimum. Speaking of that, Giants just announced today a new community outreach program called the Farming Simulator Cultivators. I thought it was a really cool name. Let me pull that up and show it to you. So, oh shoot. There we are. Well, maybe I can't show it. My system's doing something stupid. Hold on. There we go. Farming Simulator Cultivators. Let's go to the blog post. Community cultivators. Join the program. Be a part of the team. Cultivators will work closely with Giant Software community team, provide regional representation to the local community, gather and share community feedback, organize local events and opportunities. Hey, like a meetup at the Sim Gaming Expo. Strengthen connection between players and Giants. Who is eligible? 21 or older in the US, 18 or older in the rest of the world. Proficient in English. I think I got that covered. Passion for farming stimulator. Yep. Recognizing activity and community. Yep. Organized, responsive, and reliable. Yep. We got that going. No required reach. We don't need a whole big audience. We don't need a big following on social media. But a track record in community involvement, interested in active work, organizing events, ability to travel within your country. What do you get? Host your own events with Giants, invitations to events, direct Discord access to the community team, regular Discord with the community team, recognition of official Farming Simulator channels, early access to information and content, close collaboration with Giants, ongoing support from Giants. Who can join the program? Anybody. Click here, fill out this form if you're interested, and see if you can become a Farm Sim Cultivators for a Barnyard meetup. There you go. It's a pretty cool team. Pretty cool possibility. Oh, shoot. There we go. It is basically, yes, replacing the ambassador program. So, the ambassador program is basically defunct. It's no more. It will be replaced by the cultivators, if you will. All the ambassadors, including myself, had an opportunity to already apply for the cultivators position, but I would say that it doesn't assure us that we'll also be cultivators because we were in the previous ambassador program. This is kind of what the ambassador program was meant to be, but just never really got fleshed out. So this is different than being a Giants partner. This is different than being anything else. It's a whole new program. Did Alma get an update? I mean, if Alma got an update, you'll have to update both the version that's on the server and your copy. The server is not going to auto update. So you'll have to turn the server off and then go into the web interface and either upload your updated copy or download an updated copy through the mods page. So to the Cultivators program end, I'm excited and eager to meet up with any and all folks who are Farm Sim fans out at PAX East here in the next week and a half, because that's going to be Thursday through Sunday. Thursday next week, so May 8th. The day that Precision Farming releases is going to be the day that PAX East opens. Meetup opportunities at Sim Gaming Expo in September. Meetup opportunities next February at the National Farm and Machinery Show in Louisville, Kentucky. Those are all events I know I will be at. The potential that we might organize something else here on the East Coast, either in Virginia, my state, or a state neighboring Virginia, is definitely a possibility. In the U.S., it's a big state. It's a big country. So we're going to need lots of cultivators out there. You know, it's okay, Jace. We're all new at something at some point. That's the important thing to remember. No, it's not a 3-meter cultivator. It's a 10-meter cultivator. So my understanding is once you apply, Giants will review your application and they'll want to do a Discord call with you, do a voice chat, a little bit of an interview, if you will. What's up, Farmer G? How's it going, sir? What is up? We're just up here at the winery, doing some winery stuff. Oh my gosh, I'm full. Raznak with the 48-month membership. 4 years. 4 years this guy's been a member of the channel. Thank you, sir. I know you're interested in the cultivator program. I guess I need to take the ambassador thing off there. Oop, there we go. Since it's now defunct. All right. Let's get this. Let's get this started. Dump our grapes. And let's get this thing started. All right. Ah, the winery's great. So it's very similar to the winery from Farm Sim 22, but different and a bit more involved, a bit more manual in its operation. This one. Brute force it. I mean, you could say the winery was like a little second farm. What about male animals, Allie Lee? There aren't any on this map yet. At least, other than a rabbit buck and a rooster. I'm sure they'll make their way back in a future update to the map. And then you have, well, you got a couple fields around here that you could also incorporate. There's a big grass pasture up here. And of course, you got your fish farm. Because I guess Farmer Andy didn't get around to modeling them and incorporating them yet. So no doubt he's got a big long list of things he wants to implement. And either you wait longer to get the map to have those implemented, or you get the map in this form. And then in the fall update, you get more animals, maybe. Precision Farming is out next Thursday, May 8th. This Thursday is, this Thursday is just May 1st. Sunday, Star Wars Day, May 4th. Be sure to watch plenty of Star Wars. right, nearly done. We're gonna have 7,000 liters worth of grapes. I don't have access to precision farming yet, so therefore one can't make a video about something they don't have access to. I didn't really see the point in making a video about the announcement, so I just made a community post. Since we really didn't have a whole lot of information, other than that it's going to be pulse width modulation and variable spray boom, which I thought we already had, so. And then we have subsidies, right? The ability to be paid a little bit of money for using oilseed radish. I do mark explanation Discord. We'll get you a link to that. We've got quite a thriving community over there. Channels about all sorts of things. So it's uncertain if I'll get early access to precision farming or not. FS22, we didn't get access to early farm or precision farming early because it was just a mod. And well, we told Giants that that wasn't cool, and we really would appreciate it so we can make content about it day one. I'm going to be traveling the day before it drops, and I'll be out of town until the following Monday. So if I don't get early access, we're not going to have any precision farming content probably for almost a week after it releases, because I need to get back in town. I need to mess with it. I need to learn it again. I need to create various things and then go through my video production process. All right, let's catch this one row that we missed. While this row is going, let's talk about the giveaway that we have going on the channel. In conjunction with Reverb Communications, I'm going to be giving away a copy of Farming Simulator 25's Collector's Edition to one lucky winner in the U.S., so within the continental United States. The Collector's Edition includes a collector's box. We also have a DVD copy of the game on 2 DVDs. If you don't have a DVD drive, that's fine, because it also includes a digital download code redeemable over at the Giants eShop. You also get a digital download code for the Mac Don Pack, which was the pre-order bonus, and the Golden CR11. In addition to that, you have CD-ROMs of the FS25 modding tutorials, the 16-bit version of Farm Sim that was recently also shown off. You're going to get the USB ignition lock, a nice metallic keychain you can either use on your ignition lock or you can use as a real keychain. There are 3 posters of the 3 base map PDAs, a bunch of stickers of various brands, and that, I think, is the entirety of the Collector's Edition. Again, it's going to one lucky recipient. Terms and conditions apply. You will need to be a U.S. resident. Gleam.io link is pinned in chat. It's also in the description. The giveaway is running until midnight on Friday, May 2nd. At which time I'll draw a winner and basically ask you to provide me with your mailing address. I'll give the mailing address to Reverb Communications, who will then promptly mail out the Collector's Edition. I don't know if you recall the unboxings that many channels did and the little bobblehead farmers that they got in the unboxing. But basically, Reverb Communications was a part of that marketing program. And the little bobbleheads are actually up for a marketing award. So that's pretty cool. I like my little bobblehead. It was so dense I didn't even realize it was a supposed to be me until it was mentioned. All right. Would you start? Okay, we have 8,000 liters worth of grapes. We're going to get 95% of that back in cleaned grapes. So if we do our math, 8,000 times 0.95. So we're going to get 7,600 liters worth of cleaned grapes. We're then going to process our grapes and make them fermented. 1-to-1 there. Our fermented grapes are going to be turned into grape juice. We're going to lose 20%. So if we take our 7,600 times 0.8, we're down to 6,080 litres of grape juice. We can sell that grape juice. We can package it as cartons of grape juice, pallets, or we can convert that grape juice into wine, 1-to-1 ratio there. We can then package our wine in crates or pallets. Remember, we have 6,080 liters worth of wine. Let's say this properly. Wine. Well, we can sell pallets of wine for what looks like at least 7,500 bucks. Crates of wine for at least 7,600 bucks. So let's take 6,000, and of course this is priced by 1,000 liters. So 6.08 times 7,600 bucks. 1 year's worth of harvest is going to be $46,000, and that's before we even really fertilized or did any real treatment on our grapes. Step 2, right? Clean grapes into fermented grapes. This is just going to auto start. We don't have to worry about that. But I am going to set this to distributing. I'm going to set this to distributing as well. And we'll come back, because this will take a little bit of time to run. Oh, while we're here, let's talk about this other jazz. Right, we got a liquid fertilizer there. This is where we're going to get our organic waste. We use our organic waste over at the BGA. This is just storage. Just storage. This over here is maybe just storage, maybe something else later on. Because, well, we've got this. This looks awful familiar. Right? I mean, that building is this building. See? This is going to be our grape juice storage. And this one, well, this was tricky. You think you roll a trailer up into here, and no. Well, I mean, you can roll a trailer up in here, but you don't just hit R to fill it. You gotta do something special. There's a reason we have barrels. There's a reason we have pallets of barrels. There's a reason we have a pallet jack. That's right, we have a pallet jack. Come on. Who wants to drive a little pallet jack around? I'll give you a hint. No. Now let's jack this bad boy up. No, no, we can't go out from the front. It won't work. Let's just say we need to leave it here for a while. Okay, let's just leave it at that. This is where we're going to age our wine. We're gonna use this for something. We have our bottler. Oh, look, we have a lift up here too. Wonder what we put on that. Would you open the door? Alright, I don't know why the door's not opening. And then we have storage over here. So we can store wine and grape juice in here. But basically, if we look at step one's fast, 4,800 cycles per month. So we could clean 480,000 liters worth of grapes over 1 month. That's a fast production. Step two, we're only going to be able to process clean grapes into fermented grapes 24,000 liters a month. Much slower. Step three, it's fast again, 480,000 liters. Step four, incredibly slow, 480 liters a month. Remember we had 6,000 liters? So yeah, that's going to take quite a while. Now, before we move on to the next thing, I want to bring up one more thing before the end of the month. And that is Apex Gaming Computers. They are a channel partner. And of course, one way, if you don't have a PC or you need to upgrade your PC to get a PC that'll run Hof Bergmann, without any issues whatsoever. We have 3 default configurations, the Yeoman, Homesteader, and Rancher. Right now you can get 25% off of PCs or 20% off gaming laptops till the end of May. So there is a link down in the description for Apex gaming computers. Right now they have Ryzen 5600X with a RTX 4060, 16 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte NVMe drive. Or the Rancher 9600X, 16 gigs of RAM, 5070, 1 terabyte NVMe, 750 watt power supply. Or if you're maybe looking for a gaming laptop, we've got laptops here. Or if you're looking for maybe an Intel gaming machine, go under gaming PCs, and you can find both AMD and Intel systems to your liking. Any order using the link in the description will, of course, help out the channel. So again, Apex Gaming Computers. If you are looking for a PC or an upgrade. Let's get back to the main farm. Oh, it'll definitely run Minesweeper. Let's duck in here and see where our fish are. I know it takes 4 months to fully process your fish. From 100 liters of fish feed into 200 liters worth of fish. Raz will have to tune in later this week to find out what you do with your dirty fish water. How do we not have any fish? Did I fish already? Oh, I'm smoking. Oh, we're smoking fish. That's why we ain't got no fish. Oh, not a problem, Psych. Not a problem. Glad you found the tutorials helpful, and hope that it brings you many, many hours of fun and enjoyment. I'll drop a hint that I think it might be important that you guys not sleep in tomorrow morning. There might be something you want to hear. That's all I'm going to say about that. Let's go back and collect more straw off that field. Should I make more bales? That would make making TMR easier. I'm not gonna make little square bales though. Huh, that's right, Joseph. A little hint. But it might be worth paying attention in the morning. Alrighty. What are we gonna get? We're gonna get a round baler. What are we gonna bale? We're gonna bale straw. Why did they categorize this shop so terribly? I don't know. Do I wish they'd redo it? Yep, I do. Do-de-do-de-do-de-do. Do-de-do-de-do-de-do. What's up, Chad? The fish are hanging at the smoker. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Oh. Let's turn on Z. Let's turn on auto drop. We've got the fabulous mod that makes the baler stop when it's full. I don't understand the question, Joseph. Giants are from you. Oh, from me. The news? I can't go into any more details than that. Other than it wouldn't be a good Tuesday without some news. Over the weekend, we had a bunch of mods get updated. It was like another update Saturday. I felt like it was like 28 mods got updated over the weekend. A couple maps got updated today. A couple other new releases. What's out there in the pending release category that's got you all interested? I know we're still pending release of Maypole, right? That's got to be close. We were on Maypole and then Hof dropped. Tell you what, that map gets it's got the bum rap. We were on that map and then the next ad dropped, and we came back to it right quick, and then Hof dropped. Yeah, that cornhead I liked. I thought it was pretty good. Luis reached out to me over the weekend and said, hey, I got this header dropping on Monday. Would you like to make a video? I said, sure, send it my way. I'll take a look at it. I really like the little trap door. I like anything that's got extra animations. I hadn't had a chance to load the planner yet. I was like, dude, you didn't tell me you had a planner. I wouldn't mind looking at that one too. But the farm sim community in South America is strong. It's very strong in Brazil specifically. You may not think that, given the number of Brazilian maps that we have in the Mod Hub, right? But yeah, their love for farm sim is strong down there. It's great to see. Right, we got to remember, farm sim is a global game with global interest. I thought it was really great to see them profile some Japanese streamers in the State of the Farm stream today. Well, you never know. I mean, they may be profiled in a upcoming DLC, right? It's hard to say. But yeah, I thought Star would be a bit more prominent in the base equipment. But it's also a new brand for all platforms, right? So Connect Modding, in conjunction with Giants, has obtained the brand licensing for that new brand across both PC and console. I wouldn't say they have to be updated. The maps don't have to be updated. They'll include the base soil map if there's no custom soil map included. When a map says it's precision farming ready, typically it means it has a custom soil map, but not always. We saw plenty of maps in FS22 that claim to be precision farming ready that didn't have a custom soil map at all. Speaking of that, Giants sent me some videos they showed off today, and I haven't even looked at those yet. Let's look at those together. Let's turn this off. There we go. So we got 3 videos of precision farming. This is what they were showing off today. Let's take a look at these real quick. So this is an Amazon sprayer, not the John Deere sprayer. This is an Amazon UX 5201 Super sprayer, and it has the spray detection for weeding. Right. Automatic application rate. See right there. Of course, we have tram lines. And there, that's the spot spraying that we've had. Now, in previous precision farmings, it was limited to the John Deere sprayer, unless you got a modded sprayer with spot spraying. But now we can incorporate spot spraying on other sprayers. Good to see. Here we are showing the subsidies. So we are planting oilseed radish in October. And in the base game and in all previous iterations of precision farming, there was no real benefit to planting oilseed radish. Well, now we'll get a government subsidy in the spring for the sake of planting oilseed radish. So there we go. We got $657 for planting oilseed radish in that field. More than pays for the oilseed radish seed cost and other things. And then the other big feature with precision farming this year, in addition to all the other features, is the tram lines. So they kind of jump through this real quick. So we're going to pause on that. So they're going to be seeding on field 88. Let's go back. So when you come to the precision farming tab of the main menu here, you click on a field, farmland 88. We have a tram lines option. So tram lines are going to be customizable per field. The help text says, set the distance between the tram lines that automatically creates during seeding. Set this to the width of your sprayer. So if your sprayer is 28 meters, then you set this to 28 meters. And then it will do all the math in order to calculate out the tram lines. As you are seeding, you won't physically see the tram lines, but then once you have crop growth, then obviously you will have those tram lines, and then you can use a sprayer like this sprayer here, this John Deere sprayer, in order to do pulse width modulation. Now, I was a little bit worried about this because it's a bit spastic, and I was worried about, like, what if you've got like what if you're prone to seizures? This flashing nature might not be good for you. But at any rate, what it's showing you is the pulse width modulation, that each nozzle is applying the fertilizer only where it needs to apply it, as opposed to just steady spraying. And if you back up, spraying stops. He hasn't turned the sprayer off, it's still on, right? But we had that feature already, where if we overlapped, we wouldn't have spray, and if a section overlapped, it wouldn't spray. We had that already. But the animation, I guess, is unique. Tram lines are unique. The subsidies are unique. And the ability to basically spray on the DN spray from other sprayers. So that's next Thursday, May 8th. I mean, it should still get fertilizer, yes. So you still get the fertilization benefit. It's just you also get a little bit of a kickback for doing it. Well, I would guess that the Nexat spray would have the capability of doing the pulse width and the see and spray on the herbicide. I mean, I don't know. I never used them. Like, in my mind, oilseed radish doesn't exist because I just never use it. I probably would, because I think that's a part of the seeding function. So anything that's a seeder or planter should have tramline capability, including the Nexat. And then we still have the next DLC that's in the Year 1 Season Pass. Performance on the Plains and Prairies. That's going to get released sometime between now and the end of June. Lots of stuff to talk about today related to Farm Sim. I'm glad we had an opportunity to stream tonight. We didn't have a map drop, although I was off today, so I was able to do some more work on the Hof Bergmann Explained. Raz, you weren't here, but Scooter says the Sim Gaming Expo is right around his back door. Let's pull that up too. Talk about that too. We talked about it earlier, but let's show it off. So the Sim Gaming Expo is going to be in Wamberg Renaissance Center. Basically, it's right outside of Chicago, September 5th through 7th, 2025. This is the inaugural expo. Very first ever of its kind. Right now, a pretty limited list of exhibitors, but you can expect this to increase as we get closer to the event. But it's all about sim gaming, from racing sims to driving sims like American Truck Simulator to other sims, farm sim, flight sim, boat sim. So definitely come check out Esports arena. Wonder what might be going on there. But at any rate, it's definitely worth checking out if you're going to be in the Chicago area sometime around early September. Well, that's what this channel is known for. It's known for mispronunciation of everything and anything. So I'll be there at that event also. Would look forward to catching up with as many of you as possible. Go. Let's turn this off. And we'll get the baler out. We'll pick up these last few with the baby baler. Forgot we had that grass dryer. You know what? No, let's pick it up loose. Let's pick up loose. And we'll feed it to our hay dryer. Is that still running? Yeah, I see the smoke. That's still running. So I think the tickets to the Sim Gaming Expo are pretty economic. I think it might be something like 25 bucks a day, maybe. Go. You're gonna be drinking in sorrow at everything you're missing. Oh my, it's just throw caution to the wind. Let's dump straw into a flame. Oh my god, oh, I'm burning alive! I'm burning alive! Holy shit. I don't suggest doing that. all singed. Alright. Shut this thing down. Where are we done, Butcher? Are we about done? No, we're still making stuff. Alright. We got 30,000 liters of straw there. Top this thing off. Sheep are doing good. I think our rabbits are doing good. Carrots are okay. Yeah, rabbits are fine. Doody doo doo. Doody doo doo. What? Oh my gosh, we were harvesting potatoes. I forgot all about this. Yeah, Farm Sim 23 is basically the mobile version. So it's the same version on Switch, iOS, and Android. The benefit of the Switch is, while it's more expensive, you get all the unlocks at once. Whereas with iOS and Android, it's a whole bunch of nickel and dime upgrades here, upgrades there, and things. It's a great introduction to Farm Sim from basic mechanics, and it's a great way to get your farm on when you're out and about traveling and such. But it's definitely no substitute for the full-blown game on console or PC. And, well, to some degree, the best way of experiencing Farm Sim is on PC, because you have a whole world of mods available to you, not just what's over on the mod hub, like this wonderful map. And there will be other amazing PC innovations as we progress through Farm Sim 25's life. We've got a good 2.5 years at least of 25 left. Now, we were collecting potatoes for our pig food mixer, but we'll also be able to store the extra potatoes over at our root crop. We'll put 20,000 liters in there. Our grain meal. We are still got some grain meal left. But I'm glad the tutorials have helped you. It can definitely be a bit overwhelming at the start. David, did the wife say, have you been smoking? And you go, well, actually, I was smoking there for a little while, yes. But I put it out. Probably too sidetracked for trying to figure out how to get Dr. Pepper down there. Isn't that one of the things you can't get down there? We had tried something new the other day. Cherry lime Sprite. Don't get it. It's like, we'll drink the case and then we're done. Oh, they need to import the syrup and make it there. It would have to be more economical that way. Or they should just be able to make it down there. Jeez. No need to import it. Yeah, definitely get a single. It's no companion. It's no replacement for the cranberry Sprite. That quite frankly they should have year round. Yeah, the biggest shame is that it's only seasonal. Raz, I don't want to know what you're putting squirt in. But it doesn't sound like it's anything that people should be touching. I've never mixed orange, like sun-kissed. I know how to find that out. I'll just ask some Germans. 449 pages. What game is it? And who takes the time to make a game manual anyway? I remember back in the day when there were game manuals. I remember when the copy protection was type in the third word on the second line on page 32 of the manual. So you whip out the manual, you go to 39, you obviously find the third word on the second line, and you type in the, and then the game launches. Alright, I'm going to ask you guys the same thing I mentioned last night during our American Truck Sim stream. Went to a local ice cream shop last night, and they were serving ice cream nachos. Would you do it? Ice cream nachos. Okay, what's in it? I'll tell you what's in it right after these messages. No, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, it's actually pretty cool. So I didn't order it. I saw a picture, and we all know everything's always exactly as pictured. It is served in a tray with waffle cone chips drizzled with chocolate, maybe fudge or hard chocolate shell, and then ice cream on the side. So your waffle chips are your nacho chips. Your drizzled chocolate on top is your drizzled nacho cheese. And the ice cream on the side is your little bucket of nacho cheese to dip your chips in. Ice cream nacho. I thought it was a really cool gimmick to get people in. And, well, just like all successful gimmicks, I see myself buying it soon. So that's root crop storage. So come to Virginia, I'll take you to the ice cream shop. Maybe you can buy your own ice cream nachos. We can make it a meetup with the Farm Sim cultivators we talked about earlier. There's our community garden. What's in a barbecue salad? Can't build where? Oh, here? Well, maybe it's reserved for expansion. You can always build here. Or here. Pickles are disgusting. Pickles should be banned. Pickles are made with carcinogens. Oh, dill this. She's never seen pickled cucumbers. Has she ever seen a chicken from the sea? Psycho Kid, what's up? How's it going? Oh, aren't we all? Just working. Oh, lobster's just a saltwater crawdaddy. The crab is like a saltwater spider. Go. So I said I was going to finish this last week, and I didn't. I got sidetracked with all the Hof Bergmann videos to record. But they're done, so I should be able to get this all done tomorrow. Keep it on the channel every day. At 8 a.m. we're going to be releasing a new Hof Bergmann Explained video between now and next Sunday, Star Wars Day, May 4th. They are all released right now for channel members. So if you are a channel member, thank you very much. And one of your rewards is being able to catch those videos ahead of the general public. Also, continue to keep an eye on the channel as maps drop. We'll be continuing to release map videos. As we get ready to head out to PAX East next Wednesday, I'll be driving. That's a driving day. Be driving to PAX East up in Boston. Be at the event Thursday through Sunday of next week. So May 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th, I guess. And I'll be coming back on Monday, another travel day. So any maps drop during that time period, we'll just have to wait. It's a very busy period. Well, it's 600 miles. I typically try to stop 2 to 3 times. I'm gonna have the kid with me, so we'll stop probably around Pennsylvania to grab a bite of breakfast and just stretch and stuff. And then we'll grab a late lunch, hopefully in New Jersey time frame, and then we'll hit Boston in early evening. I think last time it took about 12 hours. Or so. It's a full day. But, you know, I look at the cost for 2 plane tickets, and it's like $400 for a round trip. I can go to Boston and back in like less than $100 in gas. Yeah, you really didn't get that far outside central US. If I was traveling myself, then flying would probably make a bit more sense. We're at $2.99. I filled up regularly for around $2.70 for the last several weeks. I get about 580 miles to the tank on the current car. I got over 600 miles to the tank on a good day on the old car. New car's got a little smaller tank, but I'll still get upwards to 40 mpgs with a gas vehicle. No hybrid, no electric for me. I run on pure dino juice. Actually, I found, at least last year, cheapest gas was in New Jersey. So much so that we filled up on the way up, and I topped off on the way back in New Jersey. I think I hold 14. My old car used to hold 16. So when you could get 35 miles to the gallon or so, an extra 2 gallons got you another 70 miles. But I did see a video of a channel I like to watch. He just doing a road trip in California. I saw gas upwards to $5 a gallon. All right, folks, that's where we're going to call it for the night. I want to thank you all for coming out, watching, and hanging out for the last couple hours. We got the grapes harvested up at the winery. We are cleaning our grapes, and then we're going to be processing those. Eventually we'll be making wine up in the winery. I'm gonna finish harvesting these potatoes. And then, well, keep an eye on the channel. We got some news dropping tomorrow. Definitely worth checking out. Got the new Hof Bergmann Explained video dropping tomorrow as well. And, well, keep an eye on the Mod Hub. If there's maps being released over there, then you can expect we're going to be dropping a map video later that day over here as well. Until then, maybe we'll see each other on Wednesday. Assuming Giants doesn't drop a map on Wednesday. Until next time, happy farming.